All right. So we are going live on Facebook. Here we go. We're here. So welcome, guys. Thanks for joining us today. If you're live with us, feel free to comment and say hello. It's Friday, which means that every week I like to get someone on, a client of ours, have an interview with them and get them to share a little bit about their success and their story of what they've achieved. And so hopefully so that it resonates maybe with you if you're out there and you're kind of looking for some inspiration or someone that, you think, oh, well, I'm kind of like that person. Why can't I do it? Right. And so this is Jo. So I want to introduce Jo to you. And she's got a great story that she's been with us with our Variety Fit online 90-day program. She's coming towards the end of it now. And she's achieved some fantastic things. And I thought she's really got a great story to share. And we're going to let her share that now. So welcome, Jo.
Hi, Dan.
Thanks for joining me from your home Katara office.
Yeah, beautiful sunny Katara. Nowhere I'd rather be.
so, right. So, for those who don't know, so Jo trained with us back many years ago as part of our groups, and then during COVID, she was kind of struggling a little bit with where she was at, and she obviously needed something to try and, I guess, focus on with her fitness. So she joined up to the 90-day program we offer online. And Jo, tell us a little bit about why you joined the program and where were you at when you joined?
So I suppose, like, what is it? 5 months into COVID now, really. So just before that, I got engaged at the end of last year, which is fantastic. I always forget that that's part of the reason why I did join.
You get married. That's right.
Yeah, exactly. I'm getting married in February next year, but so got engaged at the end of last year, and then just before COVID, so January, February, I really got back into having a really good gym routine, I suppose. So I was going most days and making sure I was fitting it in around work and going on the weekends and stuff, and forming those, I guess, healthy habits. Like, I'm a real habit kind of person. I need to be going and doing it. Otherwise, I just leave it by the wayside. Yeah, and then COVID hit and gyms shut, and I sort of successfully motivated myself probably for 2 or 3 weeks doing like the home WODs. So getting up at the same time I always did and going out into the back room and exercising out there. And then I think it was the Easter long weekend, and I kind of thought, oh, you know what? Have a break. You deserve a bit of a break. Like, just take a couple of days off. And yeah, a month or so later, when I started talking to you, Dan, I was still having that break. So I hadn't gone back to doing exercise or formal exercise, like still walking the dogs and stuff, but like actually getting some huff and puff on, I wasn't doing that. And was eating my Easter chocolates and kind of probably achieving 3,000 steps a day, if that. Whereas before, like doing 10,000 or more. But yeah, getting up from like my bedroom, walking into my home office, going to the fridge, maybe doing a little walk with the dogs. But yeah, apart from that, I was just, I'd say becoming sedentary, but no, I was very sedentary, like sitting in this room for 9-10 hours a day and not getting out and about and doing any exercise, which is a really big thing for me. Obviously physically, but mentally as well, like getting into that habit and the happy endorphins and switching off, like, is a big thing as well. Yeah, and then I saw you post up on your Facebook about doing the Variety Fit program, and I reached out to you about it. And like you said, had trained with you guys outdoors 4 or so years ago, and I loved it. And like, I had that trust in you and Ali, and I knew I liked the kinds of exercise, the workouts that you guys did. So I knew I'd enjoy it, and hopefully then be able to motivate myself in the home environment to do it. Because that is a really big thing for me, not having that accountability or I guess the sense of community as well. Like, that's something I think is really great with you guys, like being in the Facebook group and stuff. You're not really, like, you're doing it on your own, like obviously in my lounge room or out in the garage, but you're not doing it alone. Like, would reach out to a couple of people in the group, and yeah. So pre doing Variety Fit, yeah, I was increasingly sedentary. and really lacked confidence, I suppose, like in myself. And I know I commented to you the first time we chatted over Zoom, like I was doing like 8 hours of Zoom or Teams meetings a day. And I hated it. Oh, I still hate it, but I really hated it because I'd be looking at myself on camera all day.
Yeah.
And for me, that was a really big turning point where I thought I can't keep doing the same thing and expecting to get results, and obviously not getting any results because I was just sitting here all day, every day, and eating a lot because obviously fridge is right there.
Yeah.
But drinking a lot of coffee. So normally in a normal work day in an office, I might have one cafe coffee a day.
Yep.
And I drink 2 to 3 or more liters of water a day, depending if I'd exercised. But here I'd have, I think one day I maxed out at like 6 coffees. So that's not good, which isn't good. Like I was very jittery.
I don't know what had happened. I'd be schizophrenic, I reckon. If I had 6 coffees, I'd be like wired up to the max.
I was feeling a bit jazzed, but yeah, so that was a big thing as well.
Yeah. But it goes to show, right? I mean, with the change in routine and yeah, working from home more, which many more people are these days, you're right. It can be hard to adjust to that, hey? And yeah, you're a victim of proximity when you're at home, aren't you? There's things like right there that your nose there and you can easily go get it. And yeah, so I think people can easily fall back into some I guess unhealthier habits than what they're maybe used to. So I totally understand. But no, I was so happy for you that you did join, and tell us a little bit about some of the things you've achieved over the last 90 days, which is super exciting.
So I don't know, I've commented to you about this a lot, Dan. For me, I am very much results driven, and so like not seeing kilos dropping at first, I was like, okay, well, I'm disappointed. You know, this isn't working for me. I'm getting all cranky about it. But the measurements were going down. So for me, I know measurements do that changes first, like being able to fit into old clothes, or as the case was for me, I bought a pair of jeans just when we went into ISO, which just did up, I think, at the time. And then I think maybe 6 weeks in, like they were doing up easily, and I could see those non-scale victories more. Yeah, so the weight will come off eventually, but in the meantime, I'm getting stronger, I'm getting quicker, I'm getting fitter. So yeah, a big thing for me was that mindset, like definitely mindset, and your videos were really integral, or really resonated with me, particularly the one about the hot and cold taps, which is for me, yeah, that all or nothing. Like, so I'd go full blast hot and then burn out, or I'd go nothing, which was like when I took the break over Easter and then still having a break 6 weeks later, and trying to find that happy medium, that lukewarm, which was a big thing for me. Like I don't have to go flat strap, go hell for leather 5-6 days a week. I can actually just chip away at it a bit more slowly. And like the accountability thing, for me, it was like just writing down every time I did a workout, I'd write it on my calendar, tick it off. So I was like, right, I've done it. Like, that's great. Good job. Move on. And then after a while, like I remember the HIIT sessions used to be at the very start. They were like I do like a super Saturday where I try to do 2 things back to back.
Yep.
Like, which is something I would have done pre-COVID.
Yep.
And the HIIT workout used to be the real torture workout for me. I'd be like, oh, I've got to leave that to last. That's going to be really hard.
Mm-hmm.
But then a couple of weeks in, I was like, oh, I'm going to do HIIT workout first. That's my Tuesday session, like, because I love that. And then on the weekend, I'll leave an AMRAP or an EMOM and then do like a strength workout afterwards.
Cool.
Which I really enjoyed doing. But yeah, for me, it was definitely mindset shifts and being able to recognize when that was happening, or sometimes when I was coming up against something which I knew was just in my head, and trying to step out of that, like listening to that little devil on my shoulder during a workout going, oh, I I can't do that full progression. I just won't try. And instead of listening to you going, come on, at least try, give it a go. And if you can't, drop back. And so I would, like things like the break dancer move, where I watch you demo it and go, I don't even understand where your arms and legs are going. Like, I'm not coordinated enough to do it. But you're having a go and, doing it until I failed and then dropping back or like just, having a go. And like now I can do Turkish get-ups, where the first week when you demoed it, I was like, I just don't even, like, how is that happening? How are you actually doing that with weight? But now I can do it.
Awesome. And I think it's a huge thing for people listening out there or whoever's watching on the replay. When you talk about, Jo said she's results driven, right? And I think we all are to a certain degree, but results just don't come in the form of physicality sometimes. Like, yes, Jo's lost some weight and some measurements and she's done so well in that respect. But the fact that her skin has cleared up, as she's mentioned to me, her energy's improved, her mindset has shifted. Like, they're huge progress results as well, because without the mindset to have long-term results, it's quite hard if you're thinking short-term all the time. So, no, that's huge, man. That's huge progress. And that's partly why I wanted you to share your story, because I know there's a lot of other people out there who think similarly with health. It's kind of got to be all in 100% or that's it, I'm out. No, and it's like, why do you do that to yourself? Don't do that to yourself. You're not putting any favors on yourself for the long-term nurturing of your health. So no, you've done so well. I'm so proud of you for sticking to the process and trusting the process. And you've come out the other side. I know you're in a much better relationship now with your own health, which is so cool. So last question I want to ask you, like, what's your advice for someone else out there? Let's say, to the other person who was like you when you began, in terms of that approach with health, Jo, what would your advice be to Jo version 2.0?
Just have a crack. Just do it. Like, sign up. I think the first time we spoke before I did sign up, I was like, if outdoor classes were still running, I can guarantee you I'd have my shoes done up. I'd meet you down at that oval. Like, I'd be there. I'd do it. So what's the difference in doing the same thing at home in your lounge room or in your garage or wherever you can actually get your workout in? It's actually just making that first step. And for me, a big thing also was same thing, getting dressed for my workout, putting on my shoes, doing up my shoelaces, like putting my phone on silent or do not disturb, and actually still having that 45 minutes or whatever it was to be like turned off. Like, all I was thinking about was just getting through the workout and getting to the end. And sometimes, it was not really, how much longer is this going to go for? I'm going to die. And sometimes I'd watch my my heart rate, and I know I would post in it sometimes on the Facebook group, because it was like that little community, and I'd try to post once a week. Sometimes it's funny pictures of the dogs like taking over the workout space, but other times it was like, holy smokes, my max heart rate just went over 190. I think I'm actually going to explode. Like, that's insane. But then being able to see it a couple of weeks later, or even like sometimes a couple of sessions later, get down to my resting heart rate super quick, because I was feeling fitter. I was able to do the workouts. I was able to work harder. So it's just about, it really, for me, is about a mindset. Like, it's mind over matter. Just do it. Don't listen to the devil on your shoulder. Listen to Dan. Like, have a go.
Angel.
That's right.
I'm no angel. That's fantastic advice, man. Like you said, a lot of the time it is that simple. Have a crack, back yourself, and give it a go, and you'll surprise yourself. You absolutely will. So, dude, so good. So proud of you again. Thank you so much for getting on here and being vulnerable enough to share your story. I know it's not always easy, but if you inspire one person, then that's all it takes sometimes to help other people out. So, really appreciate it, Joey. And again, keep trucking along. I know you'll keep going. Don't stop. Keep nurturing your health, of course. And thanks for all your messages today and helping others out there today. And for you guys listening, thank you so much again for giving your time. Feel free to comment below or whatnot if you've got any questions. But other than that, I'll see you all again next week. And it's adios from me and Jo for now. See you soon. Bye.